Is this the end of newspaper endorsements? This is commentary from James Brown. I don't like how it happened, but I'm glad it's stopping. What am I talking about? Major newspapers endorsing political candidates. Recently, two of the largest newspapers in America, the Washington Post and LA Times, decided not to endorse Kamala Harris. Their owners stepped in. The Post claims it's a return to being truly independent. I don't believe that, but hey, I don't own the paper. We'll see. NPR reports that 200,000 or so subscribers unsubscribed in protest. But I can't help but feel a bit relieved about it all in hope that this isn't a one-off. I hate the notion of benevolent billionaires swooping in to save failing newspapers. They're treated like they're not just uber successful humans with incentives like the rest of us. But strangely enough, this happening might be the best thing that happens from it all. Let's be honest. We, and by that I mean most people, don't always know or care about the difference between opinion pages and the rest of the paper. That's an academic discussion that gets thrown around by media geeks like me and those who are in or aspire to be a certain class of society. And the force that these opinion pages once had has been blunted after decades of misuse. And let's face it, the wall between the editorial boards and the rest of the newsroom is paper thin. The bias in one often seeps into the other. That confusion hurts journalism's credibility, and it has for a very long time. Besides, my local paper has endorsed candidates for decades, and did anyone really care? Well, they did, back when we cared about the paper itself. That's why I think we should focus on strengthening the other 364 days or so of content. I think it's time for newspapers to focus on being unbiased about their reporting, rather than pushing political agendas. Of course, not everybody agrees with me. To the 200,000 or so people who unsubscribe from the Washington Post, cool. By all means, leave. It's fine. You're not required to pay Jeff Bezos. In fact, he doesn't need your money or anyone else's money. And I doubt it'll hurt him at all. Maybe he will notice. But if you're this mad about the Post not telling you that you should vote for Kamala Harris, you should slow down. Turn off MSNBC. And ask yourself, did you really need them to tell you who to vote for? I think you know the answer to that. And if your answer is yes, we don't need to worry about democracy dying in darkness because it's already dead. Here's my question for the rest of you. Do you think newspapers should endorse political candidates, or should they stick to straight news? And when was the last time that a newspaper endorsement changed your vote? Am I totally wrong here? Let me know in the comments and support my work at jamesbrowntv.substack.com. On that note, I'm James Brown, and as always, be well.